Oh, Gerard, why did you do it? Oh, hey everyone. Welcome to another episode of UK Media Warrior. Today we're going to be looking at Gods of Egypt. Now, it's a film that's been around for a while. It opened in America in February. It only just opened here in the UK 4 months later. And I think it doesn't open in Japan until September. But you can understand why they've done it this way. If ever there was a reason, if ever there was an example that film school students should be shown, a reason why a film shouldn't be made, this would be it. Show them this and they will understand everything. Oh my God, where to start? Let's face it, there are a few big names in this film. Geoffrey Rush, Gerard Butler playing Set, one of the main leads. Nikolaj Coster-Waldau from Game of Thrones, who plays Jaime Lannister in Game of Thrones. I think this is one of his first big movie breakout parts as the co-lead in the film. You've got Chadwick Boseman's in it. I mean, this guy put in such a fantastic turn as T'Challa on the Black Panther in the Captain America Civil War. It's absolutely fantastic in that. And then he's in this. Now, I understand actors need money. They need to get paid. They need a paycheck. But let's face it, most of these people, Gerard Butler isn't really short of money. Okay, he hasn't been in sort of Oscar-winning performance roles, perhaps, but he's not short of a few films, and he's always popping up on the big screen. And he's a renowned, well-known action hero film actor. That's his niche. That's what he does. London Has Fallen, White House Has Fallen, 300. That's what he does. So he didn't really need to do this. And Geoffrey Rush. Oh my God, Geoffrey Rush. I mean, this man's a Shakespearean trained actor. He's been in some of the biggest films out there. He didn't need to do this. He didn't need to bring himself down to this level. Oh, it's almost sad. I almost feel bad for them, But obviously they chose to do it. They saw the script and they went ahead. But what's really annoying is that the studio doesn't seem to have put any thought or effort into this film. None at all. Summit Entertainment and Lionsgate seem to have... I mean, let's face it, you can tell how much a studio is into one of their own films by the marketing, by the trailers they put out. Now, the trailers that I saw for Gods of Egypt, it's the first time, and I swear, hand on heart, it's the first time I've actually ever laughed out loud during a trailer for an action film where it wasn't meant to be a comedy. This isn't meant to be a comedy. It's supposed to be an action fantasy film, and it's supposed to be taken at least marginally seriously. But it's the first time I watched a trailer that was so bad that I actually laughed out loud. And the film, unfortunately, is no better. So why do these companies put this film out there? Why have they spent 140 million in making this picture, promoting, marketing this picture? And it's so bad. They must have known. They must have had test screenings. Somebody somewhere along the line must have looked at it and gone, oh my God, what the hell have we done? What have we got? We can't put this out. But they did. I would class it as... It's along the lines of a sci-fi movie that has a huge budget. The acting is about on par with a sci-fi TV movie that you see, but the effects are sort of like overblown, glitzy, blingy, sort of in-your-face sort of effects. And that's what they're depending on, perhaps to take your mind off the fact that the acting is about as wooden as a 2x4. Gerard Butler, as I say, is a fantastic actor, but you can tell he's in it purely for the paycheck. He's doing a very weak impression of Leonidas out of 300, with the bellowing and the growling and the expressions. I mean, that's all he's doing, just channeling Leonidas, but it's not quite all coming through. But the only person in it who seems to actually be giving somewhat of, or at least attempting to give somewhat of a performance, is Costa Waldo, Jaime from Game of Thrones. He at least, when you watch the film, you watch him, you see him, and you listen to him, and you're thinking, when compared to all the others, although there might be a few bigger actors in there, Geoffrey Rush, Gerard Butler, compared to him, he seems to be the only one who's actually trying to act. The others are just walking through it. But when you have such big actors, compared to most of the cast, you can tell when somebody isn't pulling their weight. Now, the co-lead in this film, along with Gerard Butler and Costa Waldo, is a young guy called Brenton Thwaites, who plays Beck, the mortal thief hero in this film. I don't know this kid. I've never seen him before. But if this was supposed to be his big breakout part, boy did he blow it. He comes across as perhaps someone who's just got out of acting school and he came in bottom of his class. He's the same expression all the way through the film. Just this vacant, wide-eyed sort of expression. And his tone of voice, all the way through he seems clueless all the way through the film. How he speaks. There's no gravitas to his role. He's not putting any effort into it. It's like somebody's just holding up the lines in front of him and say, "Okay, we need you to just read these first, Brenton. Please, just read them. It doesn't matter how you do it. Just read them off for us." And that's what he does.
Where do you even get that many scorpions? Enough to make you afraid of your own shadow. The circle is the trigger. So I'll go round. Well, that was easy. A third bridge. It doesn't say anything about a third bridge. This is criminal. And only one eye. Terrific. Zaya, you'd say a prayer. I'll roll the bones.
And he's the co-lead in this. It's, him and Costa Waldo are out on like a buddy trip thing. It's Beck and Horus trying to bring down Set, the big evil god who's taken over Egypt. But it just doesn't sell it. It's just a weak film. And all the way through it, even the effects, although the effects are big and gaudy, as I say, and they do take your mind off the acting for a little bit, but as soon as they stop and somebody starts speaking, you're right back in the crapper watching these people just walking through this film. It's so sad. Brian Brown's in it. Now, Brian Brown's been around for like ever. He's one of those working actors, a working actor who is always there. He's never really led a film. He's never really been a big name. He isn't going to be a name you'll see on at the front of a cinema who's going to pull in audiences. But he's always working. He's always supporting other people in films. He's always just under the co-starring sort of roles. And he's played loads of these through the years. I've seen him in tons of films. You'll recognise him instantly as Osiris. But I guess once again he needed a paycheck and he got this one, and I'm sure it paid well. I mean, as I say, they paid the film cost around 140 million. but it's made roughly 142 million so far globally, and it was released in February. So it's bombed, and it hasn't just bombed, it's bombed big time. And this is what they're going to make a series of films based off of this. Well, I guess that's not going to be happening. So yeah, I mean, if you want to go and see a film that's really so bad you're laughing at it while you're sitting in the theatre watching it, and it's not a comedy, then please go and see Gods of Egypt. If you want to save your money, wait till it comes out on DVD, and perhaps grab some popcorn at home and just kick back and watch a totally brainless film. Please do that. But yeah, it's not a good turn for any of the big names, and unfortunately it's a terrible first outing for Brendan Fraser. And if he gets another job based on this performance, I'll be very surprised. So anyway, that's it. Gods of Egypt, that's really all there is to say about it. If you like this review, please share it on your Facebook or subscribe to my YouTube channel. You guys take care, and I'll see you for the next one. See you later.